Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Python Brains. I hope you all are well and you already covered session 1 and solved the worksheet of session 1 from my channel. Still you have any doubt, then you can mail us or comment us. We will be very happy to help you in this. Now we start our today's session. In today's session, we covered fundamentals of Python, data types, variables, types and ID function of Python. Before starting the session, if you have not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe and get all the updates. Python character set. What is the meaning of Python character set? So character set is a set of valid characters acceptable by the programming language in scripting. That means what? Means Python supports different characters in coding. Following are the characters that Python supports: alphabets, digits, special symbols, white spaces, and other characters. In alphabets, Python supports all capital alphabets and small alphabets also. Python supports all the digits from 0 to 9. Python supports all the special symbols like brackets, we have quotation, semicolon, colon, so many other special symbols also. Python supports white spaces also like tab space, blank space, new line. Python supports all the ASCII and Unicode characters that constitutes the Python character set. So as we learn any language, suppose that we just start learning English. So first of all, we learn the alphabets of English like A, B, C, D, right? So similar, this is a character set of Python. So Python supports this character set and we can use all these things in our Python coding. Next, we have tokens. So token is what? A token is the smallest element of a Python script that is meaningful to the interpreter. In that, keywords, identifier, literals, delimiters, operators. So first we have keywords. Keywords are what? Keywords in Python are reserved words that cannot be used as a variable name, function name, or any other identifier. Okay, so that means these words have their own specific meaning, own specific definitions. We never create variable with the name of keyword. Okay, so we never use any keyword as a variable name. Next, we have in this Python literals. What is the meaning of Python literals? A fixed numeric or non-numeric value is called a literal. It can be defined as a number, as a text, or other data that represent value to be stored in a variable. They are also known as constants. So we have different types of literals in Python that I just show you with the help of a practical example also. If I write A is equal to ABC. So this is a string literal because here I store some text. Next, if I write P is equal to 2. So this is my numeric literal, okay, because number is stored there. If I write x is equal to 20.6, this is my floating point literal. If I write a is equal to true, this is what? This is a Boolean literal we have. In that I store the value true or false. Next we have in this operators. So operators are what? A symbol or a word that performs some kind of operation on given values and returns the result. Like we have arithmetic operators, bitwise operator, assignment operator, logical operator, relational operator, identity operator. Every operator I explain in my next session with the help of an example, because in this session we just discuss only the fundamental things, only the basic things. Detailing part of operator I discuss in my next session. Next, we have list of delimiters in Python language. Delimiters is what basically? Delimiters are the symbols which can be used as a separators of values or to enclose some values. Like we use brackets, square brackets, comma, semicolon. All these are what? All these are a delimiters and that we use in a Python. Hash symbol used to insert comments, that is not a token. Any comment itself is not a token. Point to be noted, please. So hash symbol is basically used for inserting comments in Python. Okay. Next we have in this variables. That is a very important topic. Variable is what basically? Variable are containers for storing data value. Containers means what? Suppose that we just take a very smaller real life example. In our kitchen, if I just want to store something, so we use a small containers for that. So similar in Python also, that variables are what? Variables are containers. In that we store our data value. Okay. So Python has no command for declaring a variable. A variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. What is this? A, P, X, A. All these are variables. A is a string type, B is an integer type, X is a float type, and A is a boolean type. Now, there are some rules. Like here, I'm just giving a normal names to my variable like A, P, X, A. I can create a variable with my name also. You can create a variable with your name also. But there are some rules that we follow in this. The first rule is the variable name must start with a letter or the underscore character. Always. Okay. A variable name must start with the letter or the underscore character. We never start our variable name with a digit or any other special symbol. That thing is very important. A variable name cannot start with a number. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric character. Okay, can only contain alphanumeric character and underscore. Variable names are case sensitive. So here we discuss some valid variable name and some invalid variable name. So if I write 3D graph, so this is what? This is an invalid name of variable because this is start with a number. If I write roll hashtag 12HD anything, this is also an invalid name because why? This includes hashtag. Special characters are not allowed in this. If I write hello space word, this is also invalid one because space is also not allowed in this. Okay. If I write b dot o dot b, this is also an invalid one because dot is a special character. But if I write A, B, C underscore 1, 2, 3, this is valid one because underscore is allowed. No problem in that case. If I write underscore Q, W, E or anything, this is also a valid one because we start our variable with underscore. That is also allowed. No problem in this. So what is this? All these examples that I shared with you, the valid one and the invalid variables also. Okay. So these are the some basic points of variables. Now next we have in this data types. Data types in Python is what? Data types means the type of data. Want to arrange my cupboard at my home. So I just want to arrange all the clothes. So I can arrange my clothes category wise. Okay, formal wear, casual wears, my uniform, like that. Okay, so means the type. So similarly, we have a different type of data in Python. So we arrange that data in a category wise. So we have some numbers, we have sequences, we have mappings, we have sets. Okay. So in numbers, we have integer, floating point, complex, boolean. In sequences, we have strings, lists, tuples. In mappings, we have dictionaries. Okay. Suppose that I write here a is equal to 2. So this is an integer type variable I have. Okay, if I write d is equal to 20.5, floating point, the data type of d is what? This is the floating point variable I have. If I write c is equal to a, b, c, string type variable I have. If I write d is equal to true or false, boolean type variable I have. So four type of basic variables that I discussed with you in this. Rest all string, list, tuples that I discuss later on in a separate session. But the basic data types that we have integer, float, string, and we have boolean in this. Let's take a few examples. Suppose that I just want to add two numbers. So I just need two variables for two numbers and one variable for a result. So I write x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, and z is equal to x plus y. Right? Now we already know how we can use the print statement. So in that I give one message, the sum of x and y is, and then put comma there and write z there. And when I press enter, so my output is the sum of x and y is 30. So here I am using two integer variables. Similar, you can use two floating point variable also. If you just want to print your name, then you can use a string variable also. If you just want to work with the boolean variable, so how we can work with this? So suppose that I have one variable b is equal to, I write one condition like 6 is greater than 10. Okay, and then I print b. So now you can see false because this condition is false. Now in this example, the b is what? B is a boolean type variable. Okay, so basic data types and variables, I explain it to you. Next we have in this here type and id function. Python type is a built-in function that returns the type of the data element stored in any data type or returns a new type object depending on the argument passed to the function. How we can use this? Let's see. Okay, suppose that I just write type, my variable is b. So I pass b in this and press enter. So the type of b is bool. I write type and then in that I pass z. Z is what? Integer type of variable is this. So type function basically returns what? The type of your variable, the data type of your variable. You can pass directly a value also. I write 20.6 and press enter. This is a float type of value. I write here type. In that I pass one word hello. So this is a string type of value I have. So type function basically returns the type of a variable, the type of a data. Now next we have id function. So the Python id function is used to return a unique identification value of the object stored in the memory. In the simple language, you can say that it refers to the object address in the memory which does not change once it has been created. The address of an object can be checked using the method id. Suppose that I just want to check the address of variable x. So how can I write? I write id in bracket x. So address of a variable x is this. If I just want to check the address of variable z, I write id z. So this will return the address of variable z. So id function returns the address of any variable, the location of any variable in Python. So that's all for this session. So let's summarize this session. Today we learned about fundamentals of Python, variables and data type and ID function in Python. I am uploading the session 2 worksheet soon. Till then, you all can go through this session, and if you have any doubt, you can mail or message us. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe and share.